The whole crew will have a departure briefing before we leave. We'll go over rules of the vessel, the emergency procedures, we'll go over the route, weather, and a time frame for how long the trip might take. So we began our journey from Clearwater, Florida to Baltimore, Maryland. But of course, nothing ever goes to plan.
Good morning from Bravo, day 2 on the way up to Baltimore. So we're going around the Keys. So that's Keys behind us. We were down around Key West. In fact, we hit a lot of storms last night. That's why I kind of look a little disheveled. But yeah, we're on our way up. Wanted to show everybody our course because it's kind of interesting to look at. So if you look at our screen right now, we're right here. And this is the southern part of Florida. And see this big red blob here? That's the Gulf Stream. That's actually going at 3.5 knots. Kind of hard to see, but it's right around 3.5 knots. And it's one of the reasons why, if I zoom out, you'll see why southeast Florida is always warmer than the Cape Canaveral and Daytona Beach and Jacksonville area, is because of this warm current which comes all the way in from basically down in Cuba, comes all the way up here, and then runs it all the way northbound. So it's why the water off in Florida is in the winter time is around 80 degrees, and up here in Daytona Beach it'll be 60 degrees, and hence the differences in temperature. So this is our course line going right here. So we're actually going to hop on the Gulf Stream, go offshore. We'll pick up a 3.5 knot current northbound, and then come out of the Gulf Stream because weather is going to be moving into this area, so we want to be off the Gulf Stream by then, and then continue northbound, and then all the way up into the Baltimore area 3 days from now. Well, sometimes in the marine world, you can't outrun it. Unfortunately, we've been trying to deviate around a set of thunderstorms. You can kind of see them right here. And they've just simply caught up to us. There you can see them on the radar. That's those patches there. You can see some of the flashes outside. Winds are pretty gusty, 23. We had a little bit of a 30 gust, and you can kind of see the trend there. So we're heading just kind of perpendicular to the storms here. At some point we're going to have to turn into them. Okay, back. Now we are into the storm, as you can see. And that's what it looks like over there. Basically that big blob of red. We are right there. We're kind of going through it. See lightning off. See all the rain, the winds. They've been kind of going up and down. Almost 30 knots. And it is pouring outside, as you can see. But the good news is then the crew doesn't have to wash the boat that much.
Day 3 was loads of fun.
We had a situation where we were riding the Gulf Stream northbound, coming from Palm Beach, basically almost Palm Beach direct to Cape Hatteras, so you're way offshore. And because the winds had shifted around in a certain direction out of the north, it'll cause the wave heights to really start to push up, and it was becoming really uncomfortable on board. Welcome aboard Bravo Day 4. We're just in the Chesapeake Bay, believe it or not, right now. As you can see, it's almost like a lake out here. In fact, the Atlantic this morning, I'll upload some videos with this as well, showing the same thing, that basically how calm the conditions are. What you see behind us is all these vessels out here are actually waiting to go into the port of Baltimore.
This is Captain G Wiz with your G Wiz information of the day. The Chesapeake Bay is the largest estuary in the United States, with hundreds of sea towns and cities that sit on its coast. With Baltimore being the largest, that leads to many container ships having a final destination there. Along with the weekend warriors, you better keep your eyes peeled, or else you'll end up like First Mate Disarray here. Captain G Wiz out.
And actually, if you look down here, you'll see all of them. There's currently 25 of them that we can count. And what these all are is vessels waiting to go to Baltimore because of the port delays and that sort of thing. So this is what you're looking at. The sad thing is this is a secondary area. There's a primary area that is up closer to Baltimore. So there's even more ships up there waiting to go in. So we're currently planning on hitting the dock at 6:33 tomorrow morning. So it'll be exactly 4.5 days since we left. And we've burnt so far about 1,500 gallons of diesel. By the time we get there, it'll be about 1,700 gallons of diesel, and which is remarkably efficient. And that's one of the reasons why we like this vessel.
We made it to Baltimore, home of crab cakes and football. For the dog days of summer, we'll spend our time here till we have to go back south. On the next episode, we may have hit a massive rock and definitely caused quite a bit of damage. But what can we do to fix it? Next time, we'll bring you along for the whole repair process, for what we did after we heard a crunch and a bang. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out episode 1 if you haven't already.